Good morning and welcome to my channel. I'm Lizabeth. I am living in the light, documenting my health transformation using the Optavia 5-in-1 program. In today's video, I am going to do an unboxing of my third box of Optavia Fuelings, and I might even discuss what you think is in my box, but is actually not in there this month. Before we get started with my great unboxing video and I get a chance to show you all of my treats, if you would please just take a moment to hit that thumbs up button. And also, if you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I promise it will not commit you to anything. It just shows me that you're watching and that you're part of my tribe, supporting me on this journey as I become a healthier version of myself. All right, so let's get started opening my Optavia fueling box. I will probably be joined occasionally by Milo, the gray cat, and Moxie, the very small Maine Coon mix. But I've already cut open the tape, but I actually haven't looked. Of course, I know what's in my box, but I'm going to pull things out and I'm going to talk about what I ordered and why I ordered those things. So let's start at the very top of the box are a bunch of bars. Frosted cookie dough bar. This is a great one because it's a little bit on the chewy side. It has a little bit of a drizzle. I like to use these as an afternoon snack or even as my last fueling, kind of a dessert fueling of the day. Another bar that I got is the Campfire S'mores bar. This is so good. I have a few favorite bars, and this is one of them. It was new to me last month, and I knew I needed to get it again. It's a great sweet end of the day. It's crunchy. It's kind of Rice Krispie treatish with some little mini marshmallows. They're not really marshmallows, but they look like mini marshmallows, and they're sweet. And then drizzle of chocolate. And one thing that I want to say about Optavia Fuelings is they don't use any artificial sweeteners. So there's no sucralose in there. There's no aspartame. So they're not going to use the fake stuff. And that was one of the things that really drew me to Optavia. The next one that I have is the Raisin Oat Cinnamon Crisp Bar. This is a great morning fueling. So this one has raisins, oatmeal, cinnamon, little drizzle. It's a really good one. The Creamy Double Peanut Butter Crisp Bar. I think this is my favorite bar. It is so good that I literally lick the wrapper clean. That's how good it is. So I love that peanut butter crisp bar. Another morning one is the cranberry honey nut granola bar. Surprisingly, this one is not really sweet. So it's really good first thing in the morning, great with a cup of coffee. Peanut butter chocolate chip bar, another great one. But you used to be able to buy at a lot of health food stores a bar called Tiger's Milk, and it was like a protein bar. But this has that same flavor and texture. So if you were a fan of the Tiger's Milk bar, this one is a bar for you. It's really good. Well, let's do some breakfast golden pancake mix. I love this one, and I think this is probably the golden chocolate chip pancake mix. I love these for breakfast in the morning. This is a new one for me. This is the sweet blueberry biscuit. Fingers crossed that this is even close to a blueberry muffin. Let's talk about shakes. I have the mocha shake mix. This is the creamy chocolate shake mix. So 2 boxes of the creamy chocolate shake. And then my favorite shake is the peanut butter shake. So I got 2 boxes of the peanut butter shake. The shakes are amazing. I usually mix them with like a cup of water and a cup of ice. I don't exactly follow the instructions on the box. I like it a little bit with a little bit more content so that it fills me up more. So while I'm talking about that, let me also say, I do not personally hack my fuelings. For me, I feel like the fuelings were designed specifically to be eaten the way that they are and not to be added to. If you want to follow those hacks, that's completely up to you, between you and your coach, whatever your coach is telling you. But for me, I like to stick with following the fueling directions exactly as they are. So I only add water to my fuelings. I don't add egg whites and make the shakes into cakes. I don't add baking powder to some of the baked stuff. I don't add Laughing Cow to my fueling. But when I prepare my fuelings, I may transform them into a different form than what they were intended, but I will not hack them. I have too much to lose. I don't want to fool around. I don't want to do anything to mess up my progress. Currently, I am averaging about 3.5 pounds a week, and I would really like to keep on that trajectory for the next few months, at least get halfway to goal before things start slowing down. That's my hope. So when you watch my videos, you will not see me hacking my fuelings. I will take the soup or the pasta fuelings and make them into crackers, but I'm only using water. So it's just the way that you bake them instead of making it into soup, and you can watch that. I've got a couple of videos that cover that as well. So back to my fuelings. I have, this is more of a lunch kind of thing. I do the sour cream and chive potatoes, or the roasted garlic smashed potatoes. I like to take them and make them into waffles, and sometimes I'll then take those waffles and throw them in the air fryer and transform them, make them really crispy and crunchy so that they're almost like tater tots. But again, that's just a transformation. I only use water, and I'm good to go. What's this one? Oh, the chocolate fudge pudding mix. This is a great dessert one. Super fudgy. I make it first thing in the morning and stick it in the refrigerator and let it sit all day in the fridge. And it gets super thick. It's really creamy and it's really good. I didn't get it on my last order and I really missed it this last month, so it's definitely back. This is new this time, is the honey sweet potato. So I've got 3 different potato options. A lot of times when you're trying to lose weight and you're doing something that's low carb, potatoes are out of the option. And with this, I've got some potato options. I have some biscuit options, pancakes, things that this carb lover really misses on a low carb diet. But this truly is a low carb diet. It's just super balanced and enriched with protein and vitamins, which makes it so much better. This is one of my favorites, the buttermilk cheddar herb biscuit. I love this one. I make it in the waffle maker. It gets really crispy on the outside. It's soft on the inside. It's got a good herb flavor. So if you like the taste of rosemary, herbs like that, then you'll really like that cheddar herb biscuit. Also, if you're missing bread, it's a great way to get your bread in. Breakfast that I go for, the cinnamon sugar sticks. These are really good. They're like little breadsticks. They're coated in cinnamon and sugar. Super tasty, one of my morning grabs. And then this is new. I've had the red berry O's cereal. That was in my first box. I wasn't super crazy about it, but I've been told, I've read or seen other people talk about this one being really good. Similar to Cheerios, or like a frosted Cheerios. So cinnamon crunchy O's cereal, that's going to be another one of my breakfast options. I did order a couple of extra things. Typically it's 22 boxes. I did order, I think 2, maybe 3 extra boxes because in October I'm going out of town and I wanted to get ahead because that trip falls right when my box arrives. And so I don't want to run out of fuelings to be able to have enough to take with me. The chewy chocolate chip cookie mix is another amazing dessert option. As a matter of fact, last night I did this one, and for the first time I did it in the air fryer. So I mixed it up with the 2 tablespoons of water, like the directions said. I put it in the little paper. They come with, some of these that you bake come with these little trays that you can mix it up in and you can bake it in. They are basically they're not greased, but they are coated so that the fueling doesn't stick to them. I still give it a little spritz just because it's a lot easier to pop it out. But I put this in the air fryer, 375 for 10 minutes. It was perfect. The outside was completely crispy. The inside was still soft. It was warm. It was the best. I have cooked that in the oven. I have cooked it as cookies. like 2 separate cookies on a Silpat in the oven. I have made it into waffles. I have tried cooking it in a frying pan. I watched somebody else do a couple of different ways of making this. And last night I decided to try the air fryer, and I'm so glad I did. That is how I'm gonna make that one from now on. It is so good. All right, 2 more things. Oh gosh, this is also one of my favorite nighttime fuelings, the cinnamon cream cheese swirl cake mix. Makes this great little muffiny, almost coffee cakey little thing with little cinnamon and cream cheese chips in it. It is delicious. And the last thing I got, another great kind of afternoon snack, is the Zesty Cheddar Italian Herb Crunchers. So I've had the Smoky Barbecue Crunchers. They were okay. So I'm hoping that this Zesty Cheddar and Italian Herb will be good. So what is not in my box that most people get? That would be the Decadent Chocolate Brownie with yogurt chips. It's not in this box. It was not in my last box. I am one of the very rare people, I believe, that does not like the brownie. I have done the brownie in the oven. The first time I did it, I did 2 of them because I didn't want to turn the oven on just for one little brownie. And as I was told, you know, you can bake them ahead of time, but if you pre-bake them, you need to put them in the refrigerator because they don't have any preservatives. So I did that. I took them out of the oven. When they cooled, the tops looked wet, like almost like somebody had spritzed them with water, which I thought was really weird, but I thought, okay, that's just the way they are. I put them in Ziploc baggies and I put them in the refrigerator, and the next day I had one, and the inside texture was wet, not like it was uncooked, but it just was like, it was cooked, but it was like somebody had put water in it. It just had this really bizarre texture. The third one, I tried again in the oven. I used less water because I thought maybe I just had too much water in there. And I ate it that same day, still had that damp texture in it. It was just, I did not like it. So then I tried doing it in the waffle maker. They just tasted like wet brownies. I just do not like them. So maybe you've got another way to make them that I just don't understand why people like them. If you like them, great. If you don't, the nice thing is, as you can see, you have so many options. There's no need for you to get something in your monthly box that you don't like. Your first month, your box is going to come to you probably pre-established. Starting the second month, for your second month, you can actually go onto the Optavia app and go into your order and completely change it up. Get rid of that box and just add into your order the things that you want. So I've pretty much tried everything. I have not tried the 2 smoothies. I'm not a huge smoothie person. I won't like the tropical because I don't like mango. I might be brave and try the berry yogurt smoothie at some point. I have not tried the coffee soft serve, but I will get that in my next box because I am curious about that one. And there are some of the select bars that I have not tried. I've pretty much figured out the things that I really like. And so from here on out, my boxes are probably going to be very similar from month to month. I may make a few changes here and there. And then I've also heard if there's something that you don't like, give it a month or 2 and then try it again. Your taste buds change, you adjust to the flavor profiles in the Fuelings, and you might try something new, something old, bring something back that you've tried before and realize that you actually like it again. So that's the Fuelings that I have for the next month. If you have questions about any of them, if you have questions about Optavia, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if there are things specifically that you would like me to use in videos, I'd love to hear that from you as well. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to just show you how I then take the Fuelings and I sort them and organize them. I'll start with my bars. I open all of my boxes and throw all of my boxes away So I'm going to take, these are all of my breakfast bars. And usually I do, there's 7 in a box, so I do 6 on top of each other and then lay 1 on the side. Each one of my little bins can hold 3 boxes of bars. I'm going to pile these in here. And stack my next bin on top. And just work through the bars. Okay, the next set that I'm going to do is going to be breakfast things. And that's going to include the golden chocolate chip pancakes. For these, I will alternate them. Every other one I'm going to turn upside down. It just helps them to fit into the slots better. So there's the golden chocolate chip pancake. And then right behind that, facing the other direction, I am going to put the golden chocolate chip pancake. Actually, these are the golden pancakes. The other ones are the chocolate chip pancakes. And I'm going to put those facing out. I have I'm going to set my little dishes aside. These are already alternated. So that's the sweet blueberry biscuit. I'm going to have facing that way. Zesty, the buttermilk herb, cheddar and herb biscuit, that's going to go that way. So I can fit those in there, and then I can fit something else facing this direction. You know what I will do? I have a box of rustic tomato herb penne, so I think I will stick that in here. This was a holdover from a previous box. I actually like this one either as itself or made into crackers. Pop that in there, and then that box is good to go. My next box is going to have mostly shakes in it. So this is the creamy chocolate shake, and then the peanut butter shake. Ooh, when I make the mocha shake, I like to make it with cold coffee. It's really good. And then the mocha shake. If I organize my fuelings like this, it makes it a lot easier because each week I pull my week's worth of fuelings, and I usually keep it up to date every 4 days or so. I refill. I have Ziploc bags that I put each day's fueling into, so it's really easy to pull fuelings from. Hello, Milo. Watch out, Milo. So these boxes. And then my last box is going to be my desserts and potatoes. So I've got the chewy chocolate chip cookie. Put that there. And along with that, I will put the chocolate fudge pudding, and then the cinnamon swirl cream cheesecake. So good. So I'm going to do the roasted garlic smashed potatoes are going to face one way, and then the sour cream and chive smashed potatoes, they are going to face the other way. And then the honeyed sweet potatoes will slip into the end. And all I have left are my 3 big boxes that have, these all come with little pouches, and they're a lot harder to get in, so they're little bags like this. They tend to take up more space, so I can leave those in the boxes themselves, and those go on my shelf in the pantry. All of these things fit very nicely on one of my shelves, so they stay really organized. And then when I need to pull for the day or for the week, I just pull out my bins. I know right where everything is, throw them in my Ziploc bags, and I'm good for the week. I hope this gives you an alternative way to organize your fuelings. Maybe you see something here that you like, and I will see you next time.